Hey guys, Kim here. I'm making this video because I wanted to give you my best tips of what I found that works when it comes to messaging people, not like cold messaging, but to get to the point, people where you're like, how do I start this conversation? I want to share Juice Plus with them, but I don't want to have to do all the lovey, fluffy, chit chat that just, I get it becomes annoying. We just want to get to the point. So I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as I can. But these are the things that I've learned because I'm someone who, I don't want to have to waste too much time having a conversation and learning that they're not interested. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm doing this business properly. I'm not just trying to get sales or sign up teamies all for just my gain. So what I mean by that, so there's three things I want to talk about before you even go into having those messages or chatting to those people that you don't know how to connect with or whatnot. So I've written it down, I've got my notes here. What to understand before even going in. So first of all, you have to remember that this business is not a quick fix built business. If it was quickly fixed, it will quickly be destroyed. It's just how business works. Whether it's network marketing, traditional business, whatever it is in your life or in the world, if anything's built too quickly without a strong, solid foundation, it's just going to fail or crumble. So so seeing as the business is not a quick fix, nor are the conversations that you're going to have. As much as we want just to have the quick convos, get to the point, you have to realize you can't go in with an intention of it being a quick fix conversation, get a yes, get a no. So you want to build relationships. And you've probably heard this, it's so important. It's about building that relationship because people, at the end of the day, no matter how freaking amazing your product is or your business opportunity is, people are going to buy into you, not what you're offering. They come from a place of trust, and if they trust in you, then that's what's going to inspire them to join you, whether it's just as a customer or as a teamie. So you've got to build the relationship. Now, I know that might sound like tedious. I'm like that. I get it. I'm like, I don't have to spend so much time building a relationship. What if they say no? Blah, blah, blah. So there is a quicker, more direct way of doing it, but I need you to understand that you have to have the mindset of I'm going in to build a relationship. Just like building a business, you're building a strong foundation. Second of all, it's not about how you can help people. It's about who you can help. So always go into a conversation with the mindset of like, who can I help? You're making it about that person, not how can I help them. Because every single person is going to be different. So if you just focus on how can I help them? How can I help them? You're focusing on, I have a product, I want to make a sale, I want them to buy it. So I'm going to go out and message as many people as I can and see who's interested. If you think of it that way all the time, people are going to feel like they're getting sold to because you've made it about the how, not about the who. You haven't made it about them. So remember, who you can ask yourself this. I ask myself this daily. Every time I go to network and sit down and talk to new people or follow up, I sit and think, who can I help today? And I focus on that one person at a time. And number three is, so I've kind of mentioned it, it's not about you. Actually, I wrote, this is my little quote. I kind of just made it up. It sounds really cool. It's not about you and your gain. It's about them and how you can help with their pain. I know, little rhyme. But it makes sense to me because at the end of the day, we have a product and we have a business that people join this. Like, remember, why did you join it? Because you had some form of pain, whether it was with your health or whether it was with your finances or a struggle feeling connection and having community and friendship, whatever it is, because this business can fill those voids and that pain. So so you can't go in with the intention of this is all about me gaining a customer or a teamie. You can't have that mindset. It's about how can I help, not the how, who can I help, but it's about them and their pain rather than you and your gain. So I just got to close down my messenger because it's making noises in the background, which is really frustrating. Okay. So you just have that intention. Just remember that. I find when I learnt this, it made it so much easier to not get caught up, not get frustrated, take it one step at a time. Okay, so now when it comes to doing those messages, cold messaging or whatever you want to call it. So I've got my little tips again here. So when I start talking to someone, whether it's product, like I go in, firstly, when I share Juice Plus, I share it as a whole. I don't just go in just for product, just for business. I go in with an intention that I have an incredible opportunity. When I learn about the person, it's going to allow me to share. I'm going to find out what they need. And if it comes up with more of their health first, obviously I'm going to lead in with the products. If we're talking about, if you know that they struggle financially or are looking for a job or something like that, I know even if I share Juice Plus, it's going to lead more to the business. So I never close any of the doors. I go in as Juice Plus as a whole product and a business opportunity. And through the relationship building, I find out which avenue I'm going to take. So you want to start your conversation based on common interest. So I never go and just talk to someone random. Obviously, like, you don't want to be talking to random people unless you've already become Facebook friends with them, or they've followed you on Instagram, or you've liked something on Instagram. So you want to start the conversation with a common interest, because if you are a random and you message me, I need to know why you're messaging me, or I'm not going to reply. So my type of people are wellness people, Pilates people, girls who love the beach, pretty much people like me. And you'll hear all about, like, who's your tribe, who you're talking to. Tribe is definitely more business focused, because anyone can be a customer, but I only want people from, like, in my tribe, in my team. But at the end of the day, when I go out and talk to people, I'm going to start the conversation with a common interest. If they've liked, this common interest could be if they've liked any of your posts, easy way in, straight away. If they haven't and you want, or they've friended you, or you've friended them, if they've accepted your friend request and you go through, you're going to have a little stalk of their profile. Find a common interest. Find something that you can see is relatable to you. So then you can start the conversation and you don't seem like a weirdo, not just saying, hey, how's it going? So find a common interest. And there's something that I learned is, you want to feel like when you're talking to someone new, when they can feel like they can relate to you, they're going to trust you and open you up more to you. Number two, if you want to share, okay, so if you want to, this lighting, if you want to share the product, so you're working on getting customers right now, even though, as I said, going with the whole, because you never know, you might go share the product and then they turn around and they say they can't afford it, but you never even thought of offering them the business. But if you're going in, all right, I need to get some customers, or I want to help more people. First of all, so this is how I kind of do it. You ask how they're going. You have that common interest. You ask how they're going, how they've been. Talk a little bit about. You have to have that tiny bit of small talk just to start that conversation. I saw you posted this, or I see that you love Pilates, or I see that you're a new mum. How's that all going? But ask them how they're going, because when you ask someone how they're going and you get into more detail rather than just how are you, like how you been, this looks like this, I can see you've done this, blah, 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 relate to it, they're going to ask you how you are back. If they don't, I don't know what just happened. Okay. It just cut out, but we're back and it says it's recording. All right. I'm at a campground right now using their Wi-Fi, so far so good. If you get just like a one word or really blunt message back, they're probably going to be someone who's not even considering engaging with you or caring or whatnot. So I'm talking about the people who are going to ask how you're going back, because they've realized that you've taken an interest in them because you've commented on something that they've posted about or that you know about them. And when they ask you how you're going back, this is your opportunity to share what you are doing. This is why it's so good that we have challenges, or we have a program. If there's no challenges running, we have a program. Even if you don't have an actual ebook program, using the products is being a part of an online wellness program, because it's a 4-month supply. You take it every day. That's the program, right? So you can say, I've just started, or I'm actually really, really good. I've been rocking out our whatever challenge you're running, or whatever program you're running, or this wellness online program now for a few weeks, whatever it is. And I'm actually feeling really good. I've been struggling with a few of my wellness goals lately. I needed something to kick me up the butt. So this has been consuming a lot of my time, and I'm actually feeling really amazing. So there you go. You've broken the ice. You've already talked about what you are doing. So then the conversation is already about wellness. And then that gives you the right to ask them, are you actually doing anything about your wellness, or have you got any wellness goals? I'd love to know what you've been doing, or if you've found anything that's worked for you. And already you've got the conversation around the wellness world. And again, you can do this the same for the business. The business is, if people ask you how you are, and you're like, you know what, I'm actually in a really good space right now. I've just joined this brand as a wellness ambassador. I'm working online on the side for it. It's really inspired and empowered me, because doing the job I'm currently doing, if you're a stay-at-home mom or if you're unemployed, and you can talk about the pain of that, and then how the business has helped you gain from that pain, if that makes sense. So can you see how when you find out, you have a little stalk and you find out who the person is, what they're about, create a common interest, and then get to know them, you can actually lead in straight into what you're doing. So you don't have to do too much small talk. And at the end of the day, you have to make sure you are genuinely taking an interest in these people's lives, so they feel like you care about them, because you're going to find this out. And after 5 years, I know this. I have the customers that are long-term customers. They're the people that I invested time into. Even after getting the product order, I still did the customer care and whatnot. And I've had customers where it was a quick fix sale, and then I didn't really look after them. I didn't educate them much, and they didn't last, and they didn't stay on the program. I didn't build that strong, solid relationship. So can you see how you don't have to spend a shitload of time doing the small talk and having these conversations? You just need to find that common interest, show that you care, get to know them, ask them how they're going. They're going to ask it back. And that's where you lead into, you don't have to say anything about the Word Juice class or actual wellness products, because I know so many people do this now, that there are the people out there that go and spam and leave bad taste in people's mouths. But you've got a brand, you've got a program, you've got a challenge. You can use that and get creative. And at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. So you could send a message to one person and absolutely cringe, because you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. And you never know, that might actually work. And then you might send a message that you think, that was perfect, I considered them, I asked how they're going, it was really inspiring, and then you get nothing back. It's just the way of the business. It's just how it works. As you go, you're going to get better at it. You're going to learn more. Your confidence will build in it, and it just takes time. Like, I still have conversations where I cringe at them, and then I still have ones that I absolutely ace them. It's just how the business works. So if you need to, re-watch this back. But that's my tips of getting straight into it and whatnot, and finding out about them. Because, and just to sum it up, once you bring up the conversation of wellness, or if you're talking about the business and what you're doing, whatever you talk about for yourself, and you kind of share a little bit of your story, because that's why you started the challenge, or why you joined, like why you started this little business on the side, then it gives you that permission to ask them about the same thing. How's this going in your life? Or what have you been up to? And it's all about asking questions. So that's how I cut to the chase. And at the end of the day, you have to put that little bit of time in. You're not going to get quick fixes that's going to last forever. So I think that's all. Where's the light gone? I'm dark now. Ooh. All right. The sun's behind me and you can't see me, so I look like a ghost. And if you have any questions, please reach out and ask me. All right. See ya.